Hello everyone, my name is Shadow, and I'll be your entertainer this evening. Today we're going to be hopping into Stray Gods, the role-playing musical again. Specifically today, we're going to be checking out the Orpheus DLC. So let's hop into it. I guess let's do a new game. Let's see, we can start using the choices we've already used, or using default choices. I'm gonna say let's go with the choices we have from our previous playthrough. Let's get into it.
You're taking a rather long time to make your move, old friend. One would almost think you're lingering. Perhaps to keep the game going as long as possible.
Sense an ulterior motive, got things to do, or I appreciate the effort. I think we appreciate the effort. Probably gets pretty boring in the underworld.
No matter, I know you mean well. I'll admit my days aren't exactly as full as they once were. Well, I had my revenge to contemplate, and the throne, and my loyal, if slightly fannish subjects. All right, yes, but at least I was the king. It was something. What's wrong? That is an excellent question.
Don't know why I'm here, never got my revenge, or I think I'm lost. Oh, I mean, Hades isn't exactly here to get his revenge anymore. I think he's lost.
Well, if I think about it, old friend, I have to say I'm feeling a little lost. No, I don't mean I need directions. I know very well where the throne room is. Thank you. The thing is, after the muse destroyed the throne, I thought my task was done. I left with all the other shades. One by one, they all faded away into oblivion.
Oh.
Even Benny. But not me. I expected it, I wanted it, yet I remain. Why is that? I thought life was really over, and I was ready to meet the end.
So right into the song.
Behind a world of suffering, to make love to oblivion. But I stand here now, corrected, left with nothing and no one. I have somehow been rejected, and I don't know what I've done wrong. What now? And who now? Where do I belong? Thought I'd live my destiny, but is there one more song? The air feels cool inside my lungs. I feel the pull towards just one more song. Pull up a stool, yes, I will strum. Hello world, I'll write you one more song.
Oh, hi.
Hi. You know, this isn't normally my kind of thing. I go for the heavy beats. But it's nice.
Have we met?
I mean, probably a long time ago. When you died. I would have been someone else, though.
Ah, then you're Hermes.
And you're Orpheus. Persephone once told me I should stay clear of you, but yeah, a lot has changed lately.
I think he seems like a wonderful Hermes. How's the living world?
Just how are things in the living world? We don't hear much down here.
Oh man, where do I even start? Well, the idols aren't in hiding anymore, for starters.
You were in hiding?
Yeah. The chorus is gone, and I started streaming. I'm an
Nice.
influencer now. Isn't that awesome?
None of those words mean anything to me.
Oh.
Well, it's really exciting. I'm assuming that's what you were asking about, I guess.
You say Persephone told you to stay clear? Hence why we've never met, I assume?
Uh-huh. I mean, I met some of the shades. They were so nice. I miss Benny.
Yeah. All gone, I'm afraid. Except for me.
But hey, things are different now. I can do whatever I want. And so can you.
I can. I can do whatever I want.
Hell yeah. That's a pun, I think.
You got it, Hermes. That was a good pun. Sure, let's just see what he says.
I hate to say it, but you don't look like any of the depictions of Hermes I'm familiar with. Granted, they were all statues, but they certainly weren't dressed as you are.
You mean like in a toga and stuff?
Persephone was greatly changed in the same way, but even so, I still knew it was her.
Deep down, I'm still Hermes. But I'm also me. You just get used to it.
Okay, Hermes, why are you here?
Well, anyhow, was there something specific you wanted?
Well, I heard you singing, not like intentionally, but I just thought, I can help. Maybe what you need is to get away. Maybe I can bring you up to the mortal world?
You can do that?
Yeah, it's a psychopope thing.
You mean psychopomp?
Could be. So cool, right?
And there he is.
What are these towers? Do people live there? So many lamps. There's light everywhere. Such a magnificent sculpture. Is this for a god? Was this city built over a volcano? How odd. Perhaps this isn't the end. There's so much to explore. My lips, they tremble. My hands, they shake. There's a whole new world in store. What now? And who now? Where will I belong? I thought I'd lived my destiny, but we're writing one more song. But I suppose I must go home, back to being terribly alone. I suppose it's time to return, isn't it?
Sure, if that's what you want.
Well, I'm dead, am I not? Surely there's no choice in the matter.
You left the underworld before, right? Long time ago? That means you can again. That's the rule.
So, all these centuries, I could have returned at any time?
You'd have to find a gate and get past Corone and Cerberus. Not that either of them are really into their jobs lately, but yeah.
Wait, how do you even know this?
I told you it's a psycho.
Pope thing, yes, I recall. Makes one wonder why Lord Hades granted me the right in the first place. I mean, naturally my music is beyond compare, but...
I don't know. Maybe he thought it would be funny.
That seems very likely, in fact.
I mean, also part of that whole thing with separating him and Eurydice wouldn't really work if he couldn't leave the underworld.
I am such a fool. All those long, long years spent waiting for vengeance. Wasted.
Oh, hey. It's okay, bud. Look on the bright side. You're here now.
I am. But to do what?
To live. To hang out. I mean, I know a great place for slushies. They'll even let you mix the sodas if you like that.
What's a soda?
I got it. Why don't you start a new story?
A new story?
Yes, a new story. You asked what you do when your story's over. You write a new one. Here.
Story's hard to top. It kind of is. Orpheus and Eurydice are like a pretty big story.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but my story was the stuff of true legend. I wrote songs that defined our world. I had a love, the envy of all others. Even my death was the thing of spectacle. Which reminds me, are the Maenads still about? They made my disembodied head sing for quite a long time. Most uncomfortable.
I don't think so.
The point is, a masterpiece is no easy thing to follow. Surely that holds true even today.
I get it. Sequels do kind of suck sometimes. But not always. You gotta try.
What's a sequel?
Dare I ask what a sequel is?
It's when a movie follows up on the last one. Just some of them go on for a really long time.
And a movie is?
There's a lot you're gonna have to learn. I bet you don't even have a phone.
Of course
A
not.
wager you would win, I assure you.
How do you live? Oh man, we're gonna have to get you one.
He didn't live.
I could be your first text.
He was dead. That's kind of the whole thing with being dead. You don't live. I do wonder if he's got like his own eidolon now. Like his body just wasn't dying in the underworld because he was dead.
What's your interest in this, idol? You know next to nothing about me.
I heard you sing.
That's hardly the same thing.
Isn't it? Grace made Athena give up through the power of a song. Corny, I guess. But songs show what's inside your heart. And how many times do you get to see what's inside someone's heart? If that doesn't make you know them, I mean, what does?
I suppose you have me there.
Not like other gods. I mean, they're definitely a very unique idol.
You're very strange, Hermes of the Idols. I have to say, I don't quite know what to make of you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Stories of the gods and everyone I've personally met led me to believe you were all... fickle, vain, damaged goods even.
Oh, no, that's still a thing mostly.
But not you.
I I don't know. I'm just trying to live like the old Hermes told me to. Life should be better. And not just for me.
A rather novel concept.
And where is here?
You said here. Where is that exactly? Is this Thrace? Hellas?
No, we're a long way from those kinds of places.
Where then? Mesopotamia? Surely not.
Buddy, it's a part of the world your people didn't even know about back then. But that's even better. You get to discover it for yourself.
I don't know. It looks quite thoroughly discovered.
Not by you. You'll get to try everything for the first time. There's gotta be something you like. Right?
I mean, he'll probably like pizza. Pizza's pretty good.
All right, Hermes, consider me intrigued. How should I begin this grand new tale you propose?
Yes. I was thinking I could show you around the mortal world a bit first. Show you how everything's...
No. No. That sounds like it would take forever.
You have a whole lifetime, right?
Had enough lifetimes. Just live in the moment, or you're quite clever. Must live in the moment.
If I'm to start a new tale, it begins now, Hermes. Don't you understand? It begins with these very first moments.
Okay. What do you want to start with, then?
Imagine, you are about to read a magnificent modern tale. At its core, its very essence is...
Action?
I do cut a heroic figure, it's true, but I'm actually rather shit with a sword.
Good dialogue, then.
One can hardly talk their way into a new legend, can they?
I don't know. Romance, maybe?
Could tease him. You have experience in that? His heart is spoken for, though. Yeah, heart is spoken for.
That's true as may be, but my heart shall always belong to my beloved Eurydice.
Aww.
Yeah, but wasn't that like a really long time ago?
Yes. Perhaps it's time to move on. For the sake of this new adventure. Tell me, young Hermes, what is the fastest way to find love in this modern world?
Oh dear.
Love? Like, real love? Oh, man. I guess there's... that? Is speed dating still a thing?
Speed dating.
Oh. That expression. That was quite an expression.
I'll find a new love and we'll go down in history once more, a true love. I'll find it tonight. I'll find a great love the way I found Eurydice, and I'll find it tonight.
What's up, guys? Like and subscribe.
Oh.
I'm here with
I'm Orpheus.
Speed Dating Time.
I actually prefer if it were just you and me.
Do you know how many followers I have?
No?
3. And tell me, Orpheus, what is your vibe?
What is vibe?
Like, what is your vibe?
Yeah, I mean, what does vibe mean?
Oops.
Vibe.
No, I don't know vibe.
How old are you?
What a shame.
Oops.
You really shouldn't be allowed to do that. Don't they filter these people? Still looking for new love, and we'll go down in history. And I mean in books, and not that internet. I'll find a true love, and it'll soothe me like a bomb. I guess
Someone at Rand.
next time's a charm. What do I want to get out of speed dating? The most glorious love, the heavens above will tremble in awe.
Oh, he's gonna be too much for them.
The winds upon the seas will feel like a breeze when compared to our love.
Yep.
Let's call that a practice run. I'll find a new love, somebody who will understand that love's a coxswain from the mouths of gods. I'll find a great love, gonna roll the dice once again, and I'm liking the odds. Are you ready to give all your love to a guy who wants to love you?
Of course, I wanna love you like I love Darren.
Who's Darren?
Oh, so you wanna talk about Darren? He's the best ex-boyfriend that I ever had. He would have been a good husband, could have been a good dad. But he left me because I loved a little too much. We went on one date, and then I never heard from him again. Huh, crazy, right?
Vanessa,
My name's Sharon.
I just don't think this will work. It's not part of my plan. I can't be your new Darren. Be a new Darren.
You will never be Darren.
I don't wanna be Darren.
Oh, Darren!
Darren. He seems like a great guy.
I just wanna be with Darren. I'm gonna stand outside his house. Goodbye.
I feel sorry for Darren now.
Some serious issues. Godspeed to them. Time for Orpheus to forge on and find greener, less Darrenated pastures. I'll find a new love, and Darren won't be part of it. No, a truly great love. It's us against the world. There must be someone around here who is wise to it. I'm the most precious pearl. Why don't you tell me your favorite thing? I'm sure that it's dull and immensely boring.
Oh, it's so niche, I'm not sure that you'll care.
Well, I shall humor you. Go on, take me there.
History.
Huh?
Ancient Greek history. History, history, history.
It's not too bad.
Ancient Greek history. History, history.
Do you like the stories?
Yes,
Of glory,
yes,
of gods giving power to men.
yes. And heroes with lyres,
Yes.
whose music inspires.
Yes.
My favorite, of course, he is.
He has to be.
Apollo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alas, I've seen this case before. A person who seems perfect, who knows the score. But look beneath the surface, behind those doe eyes. The truth is that they're chewing on a heinous lie. 'Cause I'm the best. I'm Orpheus. I'm the best. And I'm better than Apollo. It's plain to see the reality. The best is me. I'm Orpheus. Nice enough, but dim. Well, surely educating those ignorant to the higher facts of life is its own reward. I am the best. I am the best. The best, best, best. I am the best.
Bit full of
Who is
himself.
the best? Me. Dum, dum, da, dum, dum. I once subdued Cerberus. Perhaps I should just marry myself. Your face, it reminds me of someone familiar, like someone I used to know. A face that belongs belong to a terrible monster, a snake-headed gorgon who feast on men's organs, a creature to pity, but still kind of pretty. What I'm trying to say is in a snake-headed way, you look really nice tonight. I meant it as a compliment.
Yeah.
That was a compliment. Okay, shake it off, Orpheus. It's only a matter of time till you find the one. I'll find a new love and they'll accept my compliments. Once more, a true love, they'll compliment me back. I'll find a great love who has the taste for eloquence. Time for another crack.
Got no problems. Just got bank. Making that money. Savvy young brain. Take you to the Shangri-La. Buy you a bucket of caviar. Let me show you what that money can do. Take you to a zoo, buy a kangaroo. The best things in life are free, but I've got a solid gold me. And if I let me date you, you can have a solid gold me too. You would be good with me because I am good with money.
Why is he wearing shorts?
I would be good with you cause I assume that you like money too.
I've seen what gods do to a man whose ego's overfilled. A little statuette of gold won't stop you getting killed. Thunderbolts as first resorts. Would you like the plague? Turning all your hair to snakes. Rain for 9 whole nights and days. Bind you to a burning wheel. Push a boulder up a hill, but when it gets up to the top, it rolls back down, it never stops. Prometheus thought he was clever. Then eagles ate his liver forever. There is no more fun to be had than putting the fear of gods into a proud mortal. Ooh,
Hypocritical.
look at me, I'm speaking like a fury. I'll find a new love who'd throw away their gold for me. Once more, a true love to give my life to. A rich or a poor love, one that can explain to me what is a kangaroo. What's the point in trying? No one seems to work. And what if I'm lying to myself? There's still a few left. Could my love be there too? And if I walk away, do I walk away from you? My one shot at finding my new love. What's the point in trying when I'm surrounded by base individuals, also forgettable, not what I call legendary material. I'm here for love, I should have seen. I want new love, but love doesn't want me. This isn't right, this isn't fun, so hear me now. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I'm done. All that? And what comes of it? Nothing. No earth-shattering romance. Not a single Eurydice among the crowd. Not a one. How many times can one be expected to put their heart on the table in a single evening?
Oh, I don't think the mortals find it any easier. But they find new ways to keep trying, right? That's the important part.
Yeah, he's probably right.
I suppose you're right, even if I was hoping for more.
Yeah, rejection is rough.
And to have so many rejected by the great Orpheus in one night? I feel for them.
Sure, that too.
So, what comes next on our agenda? Guide the way.
I've never been in love. Not ever. So, maybe I'm not the best person to ask.
Appreciate the effort.
You made a noble effort, my friend. I also had root beer and iced cream for the first time, so the evening was far from a complete waste.
I had a hot dog. It's sitting in my stomach like, a very bad idea.
Yes, well, it's symbolic of the evening, I suppose.
We haven't even tried any apps yet. There are like dozens.
And I suspect it will end the same way.
You'd have to get him a phone first anyway. And teach him how to use a phone.
I need a distraction. Surely one can be found here. Taverns used to be entertaining, after all.
Except that's a bar, not a tavern.
Well, the answer is obvious, I suppose. I can't be forlorn if I don't remember what I'm being forlorn about. I was told they have no wine here, however. What manner of tavern doesn't provide the nectar of the gods? So many varied colors. I'm partial to the green drink, but are those runes under the entry?
Oh dear.
Oh my. What an intriguing specimen to discover in such squalor.
Hey, Medusa.
Might you be in search of a little company?
Oh?
Am I? To think I'd written off the possibility of new love until I laid eyes upon you.
You tease me, Bard. But Medusa has little tolerance for such cruel games these days.
You did
Medusa?
try to compliment
Here?
someone using Medusa
And
earlier.
why not here? Even in our day, such taverns were a refuge for the sad and weary.
You've had a day comparable to mine, then, I take it.
A day, a month, a century. I've lost track, truth be told. It never ends for the likes of us. This is our lot, as the fates have decreed it.
I confess that I struggle to see how you could exist among mortals, Medusa. Is that not difficult, given your unique tastes?
Why, it is not difficult at all. In fact, I have been on a diet. Can you not tell? I have been good, truly. Only a little slip-up or two.
Don't you hate it when you accidentally eat somebody? It's always so awkward.
Hey.
Well, you jest. But if that man did not wish to be eaten, he should not have knocked on my door, wearing his silly suit and tie, asking if I was familiar with his god. Me, who knows every god. The god.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Last I heard, you'd become a servant to the very idol who cursed you. I'd offer my condolences, but Hermes suggested something happened to her?
After Lady Athena was exposed for her part in sweet Calliope's demise, she went into exile. I know not where.
And you've heard nothing of what became of her since?
No. And I pray it remains that way. I skulk in the shadows for her no longer. The chorus
Nice.
disbanded after the trial, and now, here we all are. Scratching out a new existence under mortal scrutiny.
And now that you've been left to fend for yourself, haunting taverns such as this can't be your only business.
I was lost for a time. Refuge was offered in the reliquary, but it was not meant to be.
Because you ate someone or something you shouldn't have, were I to guess.
Poor Sherbert. I think we could have grown to like each other. If only he hadn't been such a tiny, adorable sack of meat.
Yes, of course. And after you fled from there, what came next for hungry Medusa?
Oh, that is, how did the mortals say to put it? Classified. Yes,
I don't know what that means.
that's the idea. Oh, I'm so good at this.
I wonder if Sherbert was one of the cats, I think it was, that the Minotaur kept.
You speak to me with great familiarity, Medusa. Have we met before?
You do not remember how you evaded an untimely death by my hands?
Astonishingly, no.
I was utterly ravenous in those days, and you were an unexpected treat. One that walked right into my lair. Alas, before I could drink your life's wine, I was sent to sleep with your soothing lullabies. Oh, I can still hear it. What terrible rage I felt once I awoke. Through wit and song alone, you managed to evade your untimely death at my hands.
You're quite right. That does sound like me.
That honor would instead belong to those pesky Maenads. What a waste, to keep only the head. It is far too crunchy.
Yeah, I don't care why she's here.
It wasn't a cruel jest at your expense, by the way, when I mentioned the possibility of new love.
Oh? This despite knowing my unnatural appetites?
Well, an element of danger can add spice to any affair. I suppose I asked for this.
Eurydice, killed by a venomous snake, only to be replaced by venomous Medusa. Oh, what a rich irony that would be.
Yes, you've made your point.
Oh.
So, am I to believe that you've come to the same watering hole of despair as me purely by chance?
I might have asked the same of you. Here I pass unnoticed, spared the gawking of others, so I am a frequent patron as of late.
I imagine it is difficult. It has always felt like a strange and unusually cruel thing, your curse. Is there truly no way to reverse this condition? Must you remain this way to the ends of eternity?
If there is, I shall find it. Eventually.
Maybe Athena has to die. That would suck. I don't even know if we can find Athena anymore.
The gods can be cruel, Medusa. This I know well.
Yes. If anyone would understand, poor Medusa, it is you.
We outsiders walk a lonely path that very few understand. Those of us who were spurned by gods and yet continue to exist among them. You have my sympathies, for what it's worth.
And you have mine.
I have a hard time believing you approached me just to relive the olden days. What is it that you want from me, Medusa?
I am oh so curious about your story. What brings you back to the mortal coil after so many centuries away?
If you must know, I have returned to discover what the fates have in store for me. I thought my story complete, my ending written, and yet it continues on. Alas, I have yet to discover the plot.
The envy. Oh, I can hardly stand it.
What are you talking about? I'm lost. I'm without love, without purpose. Who could desire such a thing?
Me. Not all of us can start over with such a clean slate.
Perhaps there is something to what you say. Coming back to life has been overwhelming, to say the least.
You see? You must look at it with new eyes. All doors are open to you now.
Where you see doors, I see only walls. How can I see it as you do?
You have been given a great gift, Orpheus, whether you realize it or not. Your story has ended, and now remains open to infinite possibility. Mine has trapped me, with no ending in sight. There was an eve where I was walking along a narrow road. At the end I found a village where I made a home. The people didn't know my story, and no one turned to stone. It's how I knew that I was dreaming, so I woke alone. Always on the outside, looking in, why can't I find an ending? It's never ending. The gods know I've tried.
I know this story. I am so sorry. Always on the outside, looking in, I find
And
an ending never ending. The gods know I've tried.
So, Medusa didn't try to eat you? I heard she's been cutting back and everything, but
She attempted to encourage me, I think.
that's good. I mean, it's better than the alternative, right? Oh. Hey, big guy. Where to next? If you're not, looking for love, what do you want to do?
Pasta was right in front of me. So the options are Hermes and Medusa so far. Hermes seems like a child, so no. I'll come up with something.
Oh, I'll think of something. I am brilliant, after all. All the great sagas agree on this fact.
Did they mention that you're very humble? Because you seem humble.
Several, yes. Now let's see.
Oh boy, I think I know where this one's going. Okay, so maybe a few of those sagas were wrong. I mean, that's not so terrible. You just need to give it time. Distract yourself, maybe. Oh, I know. Okay, so what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Gee, I wonder.
Some might argue that retrieving my beloved from the underworld only to lose her at the last second due to my own foolishness was pretty bad.
Yes, perfect. You could write a song about that. No, really. Work on a song and it'll get your creative juices flowing, you know? When I'm making a new video,
It's Hermes.
Oh, hi. Not all at once, please. That's my shirt.
Oh, dear.
That tickles. Okay. One selfie, all right? Just one. Okay, maybe one more. Okay. That's fine. Good. Sorry, my fans can be a little...
Fame. A return to fame shall be my purpose. Tell them, Master Hermes. Tell them that the Bard of Ages has returned. Tell them he shall play to the crowds once again.
Okay.
Tell them that Orpheus's Back from the Dead tour has begun.
Did you just... Yep. Yeah, but he
Thank
needs
you.
music for that.
Thank you so much. Okay, how about one last song? Here's something a little more personal. On a summer night, 'twas a viper's bite, took her out of sight. I followed, and I gave a show. We were free to go, and I climbed and lo, she followed. The queen, you see, played a trick on me, and really she was swallowed down. Back above the ground, my guitar unwound. I was haunted, howling, hollow, breathing my life away. But I felt this burn. I would soon return, and the queen would learn what followed. All that time above, now I'd see my love, and I soon enough was swallowed down. I got there, my love was not there. That queen too, that queen who knew she'd have to pay down.
Oh dear. So either we lose our confidence or we ruin the end of the song.
Hey, now that was awesome! Again? Oh, man.
It was indeed a thing of awe. Just as I remember. Crowds chanting my name. Music that thrilled the soul. My every sense of fire. Until the moment the curtain fell.
And?
And that's the thing. It's exactly as I remember. I have already taken this path. Hermes, I do not need to take it again.
Oh.
I know it's inconceivable to consider, but have I lost my touch? Has Orpheus, bard of legend and minstrel to the gods themselves, become impotent?
If so, I know a guy who has pills for that.
Perhaps the fates have simply decreed that a mortal man may only touch the sun once, if he dares at all. You said it yourself. A sequel is never as good as the original.
Lucky for you, I figured this might happen. Come on!
Go? Go where? There's nowhere for me to go, Hermes, and nothing for me left to do.
Yeah, there is. Come on, old timer. She's not gonna wait around all night.
Why does Hermes know a guy for impotent spells?
Huh. It's snowing. It's a lovely view. But why have you brought me all the way up here?
To meet me, I think.
Well, hello there.
My. If it isn't Grace, last of the Muses. Why, I haven't seen you since,
Since I denied you your vengeance against Persephone? Yeah. Sorry about that. I kind of thought you'd...
drifted off into the proverbial sunset? Succumbed to oblivion? I thought so too, but it seems it was not meant to be.
I guess that explains why you've returned from the dead. But not how. I thought that required a great sacrifice of some kind.
A price I paid long ago, or so Master Hermes recently informed me. Not that mortal life has brought me any solace.
Yeah, Hermes said you were feeling a bit lost. They thought that maybe I could help.
No. Nope. Grace is taken by Persephone in this world. Nope.
That's rather thoughtful of them. Is this something you do, Grace? Offer advice to ancient beings at a bit of a crossroads?
Though that
You know,
would be
I wanna
cute.
say no to that,
the
but-
Bard and the Muse.
All the evidence lately says otherwise.
Maybe another playthrough.
Very well. I'm at your disposal, dear Muse.
Nice view.
Wonders beyond imagining. Once I would have sworn only gods could live in such a place.
So, I'm not really sure where to begin with this.
I have to ask, did you come to the concert tonight?
Of course. I heard the Orpheus was appearing in concert. Who wouldn't want to go to that? I mean, it was incredible. The control you have when you play your instruments. I didn't think it was possible for a harp to rock.
Oh, stop. No, don't stop. I want to hear some more.
Shut up. You know how good you are.
Yes, I suppose that's part of the problem. I mastered my craft. I had my cheering crowds. None of this is new.
It doesn't matter that everything's changed. There are instruments, heck, countries that you've never even heard of.
True, but how different would it all be, really? No, I fear tonight was my last concert in the modern world. Tell me what you've been up to since we met. Persephone must have been hungry for vengeance, I imagine.
Not so much, actually. We've all moved on.
She forgave you? Astounding.
More than.
But the original question still stands.
I've been touring, actually. Got my own band, got a deal with a label, it's a whole thing.
Oh ho, so I'm speaking with a fellow entertainer, and a famous one at that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that everyone knows I'm an idol. Adds to the mystique, they say. Lately, I don't know, it's almost too easy. Doing that while having the power of a muse. I should be happy at all the success, but...
Yes, this feeling I know very well. Forgive me the observation, but it appears that you're at something of a crossroads of your own.
I guess I am, yeah.
No romance, then? No love of the ages to keep you occupied as you decide what to do next?
Well, sure, there's Persephone. Yeah, I know. I love her, but I can't talk to her about this. She just tried to fix it herself, and I don't want her to. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you and I are kind of in the same boat.
With one major difference. I lived my mortal life. You, despite being immortal, have yet to live even that much.
There is that. Still, you're probably as close as I'm gonna get to someone who will know what I'm going through.
So you coming here tonight was not entirely for my benefit? Not to fear, Grace. I'll keep your secret. How much do you know about me? Other than, of course, our delightful first meeting back in the underworld?
I know you wanted revenge on Persephone for helping Hades trick you.
More or less. It was my own fault looking back at Eurydice, but then again, they both knew I would. Who could not?
And I know you were quite a musician back in the day. The equal of any muse, and possibly better.
That's quite the compliment.
Persephone said it, not me.
Ooh, an even greater compliment.
Yeah, don't get too full of yourself, Mr. Bard of the Ages. That's all I really know.
A man with a big ego hearing that he got complimented by his arch rival. Yeah, his ego's like, way too big for him now.
So, if you know so little about me, Grace, why are you so eager to help?
Well, I felt a little bad after what happened.
Keeping me from a vengeance that I'd waited thousands of years to enact?
Yeah.
Truth be told, the vengeance was hollow. I welcomed oblivion, but it appears that oblivion was not ready to welcome me. Nevertheless, it's not your fault. You've no obligation to aid me. You must know that.
Sure, but if I can help, shouldn't I at least try?
I suspect most would answer that question with a no, but it appears you're not most people, are you?
So what now?
So, here we are, Grace. How do we decide what to do next?
Tell me honestly, what made you want to come back?
I assumed my story had reached its completion. Cue the snickering by the chorus.
I'm sorry?
A theater joke. I suppose what I'm searching for is a proper ending.
Or the next chapter. I guess there's only one way to resolve this. I hope you're not too tired from your concert.
Orpheus? Too tired for a song? You must be joking.
Tell me what's the plan for you?
I'm just not inspired.
What's the thing we do to get this furnace fired?
Oh, I'm tired. Far too tired to choose.
Cue the muse. I'm what you could use.
There she is.
I'm sick of every phrase of those tunes I sing. But when this rhythm plays,
Your soul takes wing. Here's the thing. Your wall could use some breaking, raising stakes in the choices you'll be making. Are you open to it? There's something you might have missed, and that's that you now exist. You're out of the bell jar, you're mortal. Are you open to it? Are you open to it? To hunting a savage boar, to opening a general store, to drifting a sports car, to writing a memoir, to stalking a film star. Are you open to it?
I'm listening.
It's good you're keen.
But first, what's a film star mean?
Oh, an actor.
I'm stalking an actor.
Yeah.
I'm not open to it. You might have some boar to chase, but now is a foreign place.
It feels like you're barking. Come on now, be open to it.
This world is so strange to me, but much more importantly, letting go, living free, being arbitrary, that's a life on the surface, Grace. Give me one crucial role, give me one lofty goal, life must have a purpose, Grace. Building lore, seeking something profound.
It's more wrestling life to the ground.
There's something you said before.
The hunting the savage boar.
No, not that. Well, yes, that. The danger. Am I open to it? It's either I best the bore or end up a mess of gore. To triumph or fall flat. I might be open to it. To have so much resting on a single decision? An entire life.
I've been there. Big decisions are hard.
The fates have always decided for me.
Well, now you get to decide.
I once walked among the ghouls. I'm now under different rules. I'm fragile, I'm fleeting, I'm finite. I'm open to it. I'll live as a mortal man and drink all the life I can. This heart's really beating. I hear it. I'm open to it. and the wild wind will fling you round. Who knows where it puts me down?
A park seat,
A corn crop, a whale's throat,
a dress shop,
a sailboat,
a cliff top.
I'm open to it,
Open to it,
open to it,
open to it,
open to it.
open to it.
I like the red options. They're fun.
So, we feeling good? You look good? Hopeful, even. That's good, right?
You know, for the first time in a long time, I think I really am.
Ah, yes! I knew taking you to Grace was the right move. She is the queen of pep talks.
I can't say I know what that means, but you know what? I'll learn. I'll learn everything I can about this new world.
So, let's first on the plan. You picked a place to go? Anything you really want to see?
Fresh fields lie before me, ready for my feet. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat. Bent down and broken, flattened, and then next day they're reaching up again. Fresh fields lie before me, ready for my feet. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat.
Well, fine, you win again. I miss Orpheus. He was fun. How about you, Corone? You ever wanted to go to the mortal world? I guess, actually, we need a pretty big glamour. You know, I used to be worried about you, me, Grace, and all the idols. Times were really looking rough. But now I think are gonna be all right. Another game? Oh, a different game. What, you worried I'm gonna beat you this time? All right, well, where do you store your games? Where do you store anything on this boat? You know what? Don't tell me. I think that I'm gonna buy you a console. No, not that one. that one's not a good one. But the one that I get you is going to be the superior one. You'll see. You'll love it. We're gonna have so many games, and you know, not even just single player ones. They're ones that you can play together. And I'm gonna beat you. Then you'll get yours. I'm kidding.
Of course, he doesn't say which console he's talking about. Oh, and that's it. Wait, so it doesn't matter if you flirt with Medusa? You don't get to, like, see something happen? Oh. Man. I was really hoping to see, like, I don't know, maybe Medusa go with him? I don't know. That was fun, though. I do wonder if you flirt with Grace, does she say something about being with Persephone when you do that? Seems like it would make sense too. I mean, if she clearly remembers that she's with Persephone. She references it. I'll have to check that out on my own playthrough, I suppose. I also kind of wonder if there's like a depression ending, because you could clearly deny Grace's pep talk like the entire time. Just stay depressed. I don't remember in the first game if it said what happened to Eurydice, why she wasn't in the underworld. I think it was something about her getting into Elysium and he didn't. Still, that was a little sad. Well, for now, that has been Stray Gods Orpheus. Thank you guys for joining me, and I do hope you enjoyed. As always, if you'd like to see any previous episodes, including a full playthrough of the main Stray Gods the Role-Playing Musical, they are all uploaded on my YouTube channel at ShadowT5er, and if you'd like to catch this live in the future, it will be on twitch.tv/ShadowT5er. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time.